Welcome to another episode of the Culture Plug. Today we have Sha Summers. Welcome, thank you for coming.
No doubt. Thank you for having me.
Okay, before we begin, we were just discussing that we seen the Katt Williams interview with Wanda. How did you feel about it?
To be honest, I've seen clips of it on 97, but I didn't know he was gonna go in how he did. Like, it was kind of cringy because he was really going in, and she was trying to defend herself. She tried.
She didn't defend herself as much. I would have been calling him all types of crackheads. Like, I would have been going off on him.
Yeah, because he was definitely violating. She could have went harder.
She could have went harder, right? I think she was trying to be like a little too nice.
Yeah.
To him.
I mean, it was her show. She probably just didn't want to come too much out of character. We talk about his perm a little bit.
I would have. What you thought, Brandon?
I mean, for me, like, I guess in that role, like, in her position, you can't really come at the artist, like Sha said, like, or whoever the guest is. Like, you don't really want to just kind of kill the interview, because we've seen a lot of interviews get killed once, like, that whole back and forth happens. So it's like, I mean, I get where she's coming from. It's kind of like you just let the shit go.
Did you agree with everything that he said about Tiffany Haddish?
To a certain degree, yeah. To a certain degree.
You can't be mad at sis that she made all the right connects. Like, she networked herself correctly. Yeah. Like, she used social media to her platform. She was at the right places at the right time. Like,
you know what it is? I don't have a problem with the message. I have a problem with him projecting that message on the national platform. You feel me? If that's how you feel, cool. Mm-hmm. But personally, I feel like as black niggas, black people together, especially a black woman, it is not your place, position. There's no time for that. Like, if you want to say that in the privacy of your own home, do that. You know what I mean? Like, I personally don't think she's a stand-up comedian that's funny. I think she's dope. She's a great personality. She's good for movies, shit like that. But as a comedian, stand-up, doing a special, I never really got no laughs. I seen her on Def Comedy Jam and stuff like that. I wasn't too impressed.
She's not funny.
She's not funny to me.
She's like whitewashed black humor, but
and that's important. That's where the bag is.
No, that is where the bag is.
Yeah, but
she's just not funny to black people.
Yeah, to me, she's not.
I don't know. I never really even watched her stand up, so I can't even. I just know the only joke I know about her is she ready.
To me, that shit's corny.
She ready.
It's very corny.
Huh? You ready?
But I'm happy she got the bag. Like, I'm happy she got the bag. Yeah, and we need more of her. Mm-hmm. And we need more Tiffany Haddish so that people can come after her. You feel me? So it's like, but Katt Williams, it doesn't look good that you say that nationally.
Mm-hmm. He probably was on something too that day. You never know.
Probably on something every day.
Okay. So where are you from, Sha Summers?
I am. Well, I'm like a nomad. I was born in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I stayed up here for like 9 years, then I moved to Virginia.
What part of Virginia?
Well, I moved to Virginia Beach, but I lived all over the 757 area, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Suffolk.
I lived in Northern Virginia for about like a little over 2 years.
Oh yeah, no, that's not my jurisdiction.
You ever it was. You got it. Why did you leave?
Virginia?
Yeah.
I actually got a basketball scholarship. It's hard to believe now because I gained a lot of weight, but in my early 20s, that was pretty nice.
Where'd you go?
Malloy, but I also got one for Randolph Macon, and I think it's in Maryland, and I got one for Bridgeport in Connecticut.
And what made you go to Malloy? Pick Malloy.
My dad lived around the area.
Okay.
So it was a little. I mean, they gave me a full scholarship, but it was no dorms, so I needed a place to stay too. So I just figured I come up here, do my music thing as well in New York, or just be in New York, even though I was all the way in Long Island, but made it happen.
So what happened with basketball?
Grades, man, started slacking.
Yeah, especially I know. Yeah,
started slacking. But they wasn't joking. I mean, it's funny because me and the coaches are still cool and stuff. Like they keep up with my music and stuff, but they're irritated that I didn't continue to play with them. Because now my I don't know, I kind of really feel like I could have been in the NBA with them. I know a lot of people say that, but it's like my cousin plays for them, but he actually just got drafted to the Hawks and then to Milwaukee. Y'all know Jalen Morris?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my little cousin. Yeah, and he went to Milwaukee as well.
Yeah. Wow.
So they got some pull. Like when I see him do that, I was like, dang, son, NBA.
I mean, maybe there's a different path and journey for you.
Oh yeah, facts.
But like, what was it like? Explain living in, because you said you lived in Virginia for 8 years. Can you explain like the everyday lifestyle in Virginia? Is it rough? Did you live, like, how was it rough? Was it not rough? Because it could go both ways in that state, in my opinion.
The thing about Virginia is I feel like there's a misconception that people feel like it's all hunky-dory and bright, but I feel like Virginia is like any other hood. It's just a little bit nicer looking on the outside, you feel me? There's a lot going on. And it's because it's so tight-knit and closed in, it was drama.
Like,
and everybody knew about it.
Like, can you elaborate?
Just a whole bunch of petty situations, a lot of jealousy, a lot of, women drama, prideful drama. Majority was like women surrounded drama. Like, anyway, around where I was.
Okay. Was there like more like financial issues? Not more so. Yeah, that's like, I always say, I haven't met anyone like that's from Virginia that's like been through like big financial issues, or they went through some type of like crazy struggle.
It won't really know.
If those little drama, you put those type of dramas on yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like no real like poverty situation. It'd be like dudes it'd be like straight up thugs, like hood niggas, like in the nicest house on the block. Like,
even Pusha said he didn't like struggle. Like, I never heard someone from Virginia say, yo, I didn't have this, I didn't. Like, Northern Virginia, Stafford is really nice out there. And, I don't know.
But the thing is, like, I feel like it's so nice, people get so bored. And what they say about, like, idle hands, like, it's just, like, so much. Like, literally, me and my team, we literally used to try to find drama, like, and issues. I'm happy I grew out of that, but we used to find that shit.
So you moved back to New York, and you started doing music in VA, or like what was?
Yeah, I started doing music in Virginia.
What inspired that? Like, what did you grow up listening to?
Mixtapes. My cousin used to live in Brooklyn, off Jefferson and Fulton. Nostrand. Okay. Jefferson and Nostrand. And he used to bring mixtapes down with him because he had to stay with us because he kept getting in trouble up here. He had to stay with us every time he came up. Every time he went up and came back, he came back with mad mixtapes.
How old are you at that time?
12, 13.
12, 13.
He's older or he's younger?
Nah, the same age. Like he's like a couple days older.
Okay. But he's a cousin from New York, so he.
So he was like mentally he was a little older. Because he put me on to so much, man. I used to, because my mom didn't really like. I wasn't driving. I wasn't making my own money, so I didn't have no outlets for real. Besides like the mainstream shit, my dad would bring home like regular shit, Hove. I had like Jeezy, Lupe, but then my cousin would bring mixtapes like G Unit mixtapes and Cassidy mixtapes and the Locks and fucking all types of shit. That's the shit. Cassidy, the I'm a Hustler album. I ran that shit to the ground. Like, Same songs, AM to the PM. I'm a hustler. Same songs all day.
The battle with Freeway. I ran that shit into the ground. I remember LimeWire days. I didn't even finish the second half of it downloaded. I still kept it. I didn't fuck it. Just ran that shit into the ground.
That ass. Anything Cassidy. Cassidy was
was a problem at a point in time.
Oh yeah.
He's part of our childhood.
Hurt my heart, bro.
Anything Cassidy, yo. When I say I know all the freestyles, all the I used to study Cassidy.
Okay, so you listen to Cassidy. Did you were you listening like that, like go-go music a little bit? Did you?
That's Maryland.
Maryland, yeah. But Virginia Beach don't listen to that really? For real?
Nah.
Interesting.
That's like DC.
But Virginia, where I was from, they would listen where I live.
Because that's further up. Because that's further up north. That's why it's closer.
So it didn't get all the way down there. Okay, so you were very into. So you were very into Cassidy, G-Unit, etc.
Cassidy, G-Unit, but then I also did I was a big Outkast fan too. I had all their albums since I was 9.
Mm-hmm.
I used to listen to them a lot because my aunt used to work for Sony, so she used to bring back albums, their albums and stuff. Cause it was more. They weren't very kid friendly, but I feel like they were probably somewhat the closest at that time.
Mm-hmm.